everyone, it's Laura and I hope you're all doing well. So today I thought I would give some nutrition and health tips to my high schoolers out there. So for those of y'all who are new to my channel, I'm a registered dietitian and I'm all about plant-based nutrition. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So the high school age, so ages like 14 to 18-ish, you're becoming more independent, you're becoming more like an adult. However, you are still growing. So it is important to make sure to get specific types of nutrients to help with your growth, particularly if you are extremely active. So my first tip is to take the initiative to learn to cook, especially for someone who your parents trust you in the kitchen. I highly encourage you because this is a critical time for you to build your relationship with food. Food is meant to nourish your body, to provide you with energy, to help you grow, to be strong and healthy. And so as a result, if you develop good eating habits now, then it will save you a lot of difficulties later on, because these are the points in your life when you're creating food habits and you're creating your relationship with food. So I highly encourage you to take initiative, look up a simple recipe. Literally, you can Google easy, healthy recipes. If you're plant-based or if you're not, or whatever it is you're looking for, you can just Google it and just put simple recipe at the end and you will get a multitude of easy recipes. I promise you, cooking isn't that complicated. It doesn't have to contain a lot of weird ingredients or anything like that. It's pretty simple, just if you know the basics. And if you don't know the basics, literally you can YouTube anything. You can YouTube how to chop an onion. You can YouTube how to cook cabbage. Literally, the world is at your fingertips. Next tip is to plan, because the healthy habits haven't been ingrained in you yet. And so it's important, in order for them to become habits, for you to plan accordingly. So the night before, planning what your breakfast is going to be, planning what your lunch is going to be, cooking ahead, so cooking in bulk. So if you cook dinner for one night, maybe cook enough for lunch the next 2 days or something like that. But plan ahead and kind of think ahead, because when we make unhealthy decisions, oftentimes it's lack of planning and or lack of available healthy foods. So when we're hungry, we don't really know what we want, but unhealthy food's there and it's easy and quick, then that's when we tend to grab it. However, if we already have healthy food available, then that's what we're going to gravitate towards. So next is to pack your breakfast, lunch, and a snack as well. And I was in school back in the day, so I know what's available in the cafeteria. And whereas sometimes there are healthier options, oftentimes it's unhealthy. So if you plan ahead, if you pack your lunch, if you pack something healthy, then it doesn't have to be a concern when lunch rolls around. Because if lunch rolls around and it's Pizza Friday and you didn't pack your lunch, then pizza's gonna be what you end up eating. But if you planned ahead and packed a healthy lunch, then by default, you're gonna eat healthy throughout the day. And side note, I highly encourage you to keep healthy snacks in your backpack. Because again, I used to grab snacks from the vending machines if the time, and typically it was the time from when school ended to practice. So I did basketball and track. And so in between that time was typically when I was hungry and wanted a snack. And so keeping healthy options in your backpack, in your locker, will make life so much easier. Next is to drink your water. Carry around a reusable water bottle with you. If you're carrying around, it'll remind you to drink it. And also you will always have a healthy beverage on hand. So if you get thirsty during class, in between classes, you can just grab your water bottle and drink it. I promise you, Diet Cokes, regular Cokes, processed juices, any type of drink with refined sugar in it, that is doing so much harm to your body. The taste, I promise, is not worth it. So I highly encourage you, if you're on to the sugar-sweetened beverages, to get off of them and to focus more on water. Next is to remember that the simplest foods are the healthiest foods. So foods that have minimal ingredients, if they have a nutrition label, or that come straight from the earth, the freshest, simplest foods are the healthiest. So if you have to choose between, which I say this a lot, but if you have to choose between a 100-calorie pack of processed junk or 100 calories of an apple, the apple is so much better for you. Unless you're allergic to apples, then it's not. Even if you're choosing between a 0-calorie Diet Coke or 200 calories of a fresh, healthy smoothie, the smoothie is so much better for you. So remember that simplicity is best and that calories shouldn't be the focus when you're consuming fresh, simple foods. Next is to stay active. So if you're someone who you're not really into sports and that's not your thing, then that's cool, but it is important to make physical activity a priority. And even if it's just taking the dog for a walk or doing a 20-minute yoga session in your bedroom before school or after school, but making physical activity a priority will set you up for success, not only for now, but for your future as well. So I hope these tips helped y'all out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll do more videos specifically geared towards high schoolers and teenagers and stuff like that. So if that's something you want, give it a thumbs up. Also, feel free to leave any questions down below that you may have, any suggestions for future videos. Also, check out my book. It's all about plant-based nutrition. I'm available for meal planning and one-on-one counseling. I'll leave all the information below. I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.